Hey, it's Rebecca Smith from the KBIA newsroom in Columbia, and it's time for Missouri Health Talks, a project where we listen in on Missourians' conversations about access to health care. For the month of March, we're focusing on the intersection of public health and public libraries. The Little Dixie Regional Libraries, which cover Randolph and Monroe County, serve the health of their communities in lots of ways, like a collection of small health equipment, such as thermometers and blood pressure cuffs that can be checked out, and a healing library, a collection of interactive kits that allow families to tackle hard topics together. Rachel Grimm is the director of the libraries and spoke a little about how these kits came to be. Here's Rachel.
My grandmother passed away in 2019. And, I was really, really close to my grandmother. And death is hard. Death is hard to understand as an adult, let alone as a child. Death is hard to understand. And so when I was trying to find items for myself to help with grief and the stages of grieving and things to help with my family, I found the Healing Library. And the idea behind the Healing Library is that it was a project that a library student in California created. And I was able to contact them, and I told them that I was really interested in their idea and to see if I could kind of borrow it. And they sent me all the programming information, all the kit information, and the logos, and told me to have a good time. So what the Healing Library is it's a kit, it's a bag, and inside of that bag are local resources and children's items, children's books, to better understand a certain theme. We have several themes: death of a loved one, death of a pet, cancer and serious illness. My loved one lives in prison. My loved one has Alzheimer's or dementia. We have COVID. We have a COVID kit. I might be missing a couple, but so within each of those kits, we have books and local materials. I have went through all of the materials and have created them locally for our items. So when it talks about these are the places you can go for health information, I have our local hospitals and our local health departments listed. When it talks about these are people that you could talk to for more help, I have local therapists and psychologists. The books are kind of created to where you can have a discussion with them. So there's 5 to 6 books in each kit. And so, for example, the death of a loved one, all of the books talk about death in different ways. And so not each book may be perfect for your family, but hopefully at least 1 or 2 of those items would be perfect to read through. And as you read through those books, there's questions that you can ask your child, or there's questions that they can ask you. There's activities with it, such as the death of a loved one. There's memory kits and dream catchers, and there's lots of little small crafts that you can do with your child or do with a loved one that, don't cost a lot, and it would benefit their memory or benefit the grieving process. They help me. I'm not going to lie. I'm an adult. I was an adult when my grandmother passed away, and I have taken each one of those kits home, and the kit for death of a loved one helped me immensely. I think she would be really proud of it. Some money was donated in her memory. All of the healing kits were purchased with money from the community. There was all donations from our community, so no taxpayer money went to that. And so I just encourage people to come and use it.
That was Rachel Grimm with the Little Dixie Regional Libraries in Randolph and Monroe counties, speaking about their Healing Library kits, which any patron can check out. That's it for this week's Missouri Health Talks. Tune in next week for more conversations from throughout the state about health and access. I'm Rebecca Smith. Thanks for listening.